Big plumes of black smoke rose into the sky as fire broke out at the Mandan Landfill. Jacob Notermann joins us from the scene with the latest. What do you see there, Jacob?
Now, if you take a look behind me, this fire is still going. We're not quite sure when this fire started, but I've been out here for about an hour or so now, and the narrative of this story, or the narrative of this fire, has developed rather significantly over time. Let's take a look at how it looked about half an hour ago. When I came out here about an hour ago, there wasn't a distinctive smell of smoke or anything like that. However, big plumes of black smoke, as you mentioned, billowed across the landscape. And as we look behind me at the landfill that's now burning for a little over an hour now, well, when it comes to a burning landfill, it's a rather complicated situation for at least containing the fire. And that's simply because when it comes to landfills, it is fuel on top of fuel. There have been about 4 or 5 rigs that have been out there that have been piling dirt on top of this thing for quite some time now. And it seemed as though the strategy started off as contain the fire. They brought in a bunch of dirt from a nearby hill, and they've just been pouring it around the fire to keep it from spreading, as landfills tend to do when you have fuel on top of fuel instead of fuel going next to the fuel. After they had the fire contained, the cauldron of flames really piled up. That was about 15 minutes ago. The flames really started to rise, and that's simply because that's an indication that the fire is being contained to the one area, which is a sign that they like to see, because there are some buildings nearby. But at least when it comes to this landfill, when it comes to this fire, it's mostly been concentrated along the side of one hill. And when it comes to the valley on the other side, it didn't seem as though there was much concern for the buildings on the other side. And now things seem to be slowing down, at least for the time being. We'll have more updates on this later on. Live from Mandan, I'm Jacob Notermann, reporting for your news leader.
Well, that seems to be